New Battle Royale program, new event program, as well as a new headliner, but you don't want to play Battle Royale or events today. Why, you might be asking? Well, spring cleanup ends in 2 days and 23 hours, and then the next program will begin. And looking at the Battle Royale program as well as the event program, you will see that along the reward path, there are tons of ways to get experience. In total, from completing this program, you should be obtaining 4 new bronzes, 4 new silvers, 4 new golds, a set 12, 13, and 14 headliner, along with 55,000 experience that does not include gameplay experience, 10,000 stubs, 5 balling as a habit, 25 standards, and 3 new diamonds. Now the bronzes are pretty simple. They're not gonna make or break your team, but if there is a big collection coming soon to MLB The Show, these are bronzes that you want to keep on your squad and not sell to the community market because you're gonna need them in the long run for future collections. Same piece of advice is gonna go with the silver cards, especially Tops Now cards. Those are probably gonna be one of the hardest ones to actually go ahead and buy back since they always scale the highest in terms of cost. Sounding like a broken record, the same thing is gonna go with the gold cards. So make sure every single Battle Royale program you either invest in these cards for the future or you go ahead and just keep them and don't sell. 94 overall Jim Edmonds is the Battle Royale program reward once you reach 90 Battle Royale program points. To me, this card looks amazing despite having low power versus left. As soon as you parallel him up to parallel 4, it gets 80, and that's the threshold to hit a home run out of any ballpark as long as it has normal dimensions. The 94 fielding with 58 speed is doable at center field, and he has a really good swing, so I expect him to play versus left-handers above his attributes. I give this card an 8.5 out of 10. The flawless rewards are a little less enticing. We started off with 94 overall Joe Morgan. He has great contact against both sides, but he will never reach that power threshold, so that's already one negative. He has 90 fielding with 90 speed. That's going to be beautiful for second base. He doesn't have a strong arm at 70, but it's still good enough to get double plays. The downside to this card, although, is that Joe Morgan has a very unique batting stance and a small strike zone, and a lot of people just don't like him because he is too up on the plate for them to feel comfortable hitting with him. Morgan gets a 7.5 out of me because despite all that, he's still a very good card looking at his attributes and the position he plays. Support the channel for free. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Twitch and Discord are inside the description. JR Richard, on the other hand, is gonna have 101 hit per 9, 97 K per 9, slider, fastball, cutter, 2-seam. He reminds me a lot of Rob Dibble. That's probably exactly who he is. He's the black version of Rob Dibble, and if you look at his quirks, he is going to have outlier on the fastball and just the fastball. So I expect this card as a starting pitcher to be good, but I don't expect it to be great because it only has truly 1 off-speed pitch and then 3 fastballs. And if you're facing a good hitter, despite the high hit per 9, it's easier to adapt to, let's say, 3 fastballs and only 1 off-speed than a pitcher that has 2 fastballs and then 3 different off-speeds, or even 3 fastballs and then 2 different off-speeds with different movements. JR Richard is gonna get a solid 7 from me out of 10. I like his hit per 9 and I do like the outlier on the fastball, but the arsenal just doesn't go ahead and make me absolutely want to pick him up. This Isn't Moonshot event is the new event that we have, and in total, from completing the entire reward path, you're going to be able to get yourself 2 diamonds, 18,000 experience, 4.5k stubs, 11 standards, a set 13 and 14 headliner, 5 ball-ins, and then 3 rewind packs. At 8 wins, you will be able to obtain yourself Juan Marichal. Keep in mind, although, this event is going to be on Hall of Fame difficulty, so the pitch speeds are going to be a lot faster than usual. He has a good arsenal in a slider, screwball, curveball, changeup, so he throws every single off-speed pitch you can possibly imagine. His fastball is not too overpowering at 93, 89 hit per 9. He doesn't really shrink the opponent's PCI, so to me, Juan Marichal is going to get a 6.3 out of 10. Dante Bichette, on the other hand, is a great contact hitter and a great power hitter as he hits that 80 threshold. The downside to him is he only has 58 fielding with 60 speed, and at left field or even right field, unless you play at Ship It or Fenway, let's say, where you can hide him a little bit with the wall, it's just not going to be viable to have him out there. So this is where the designated hitter would have made this card a 10 out of 10 along with that Nelson Cruz from the previous event, but because we don't have the designated hitter, this card is going to get a solid, I'd say, 7.3 out of 10. This is going to be a great hitter, especially in terms of platoon coming off the bench as well. Just a reminder, you might not want to be doing these these events in order to just get each and every single experience at certain wins in order to boost yourself even faster for that new featured program coming soon. Bruce Sutter, 94 overall, is your new headliner. He has 103 hit per 9, so that's really good, similar to J.R. Richard, and he's a closer, not a starting pitcher. He throws a splitter, a four-seam, and a slider. We like that because he has two off-speed pitches that go different directions. One's is vertical and then the other one is horizontal. 93 fastball isn't really overpowering, but what you like about it is that he does have a fastball at the end of the day. So it's 3 different pitches from a closing pitcher with a high hit per 9. You can't ask for much more. I'm gonna go ahead and give Bruce Sutter a solid 8 out of 10. That being said, you might be asking yourself, is it worth it then to go ahead and spend $35,000 in order to try and pull him? I'd say if you're gonna try and pull him, he's definitely a good reliever. I wouldn't say he's end game reliever as of right now, but definitely a good reliever at the current state of the game. What I would suggest you go ahead and do is open one pack. If you don't get them in that one pack, call it a day. Don't even go ahead and feed that temptation inside your head. Just call it a day and move on. Give yourself one chance. If it was meant to be, it would have happened. You have yet to finish the program and you're looking for some extra experience, or if you are done with the program and are looking for some extra stubs, I feel like there is a new collection that they added on this content drop. I might be mistaken because I haven't looked at this tab in a minute, but there is a rookie series collection that nets you 10,000 experience. In addition, if you are done with the program, you get 200 stubs. Now, what I would highly suggest you go ahead and do is manually select the 10 rookies you want to go ahead and lock into the collection. If you've already done the Legends and Flashbacks rookie collection, then just select those same rookies that you already locked into that collection. I would highly prioritize the bronzes, silvers, and then the golds that are already non-sellable because you either A, locked them into a prior collection, or B, they came from packs that were non-sellable regardless. Last but not least, looking at the content schedule, keep in mind the 20th is when that new program arrives. They're gonna have a conquest map most likely and all of that, and you know where to find it over here. We're gonna go ahead and supply you that conquest map, how to do it, as well as the hidden rewards in it. Inside that program, they're gonna have 8 more legends and flashbacks, so that's gonna be very interesting. I expect to see a lot of low tier diamonds coming into the picture as well, because if we are getting a big collection, those low tier diamonds will help us out with that big collection, especially if they are from certain sets that there aren't a lot of players from currently. And then last but not least, if you are a competitive player or aspire to play competitively in terms of MLB The Show, there is the summer circuit sign up. You need to sign up before Saturday in order to play on qualifier 1. It's going to be pretty solid, I'd say. They have certain team builds that you have to go ahead and follow, and then you face opponents from Xbox, probably even Nintendo Switch, and you give yourself a chance to go ahead and qualify for the even bigger tournament where there are cash prizes. Support the channel for free. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Twitch and Discord are inside the description.